For number 2, so we say, hey, what kind of information can we get from here for number 2? If you just stare at this, what can you tell? The y is being squared. That means you can tell at least it is going to be horizontal, right? It's horizontal. And if it's horizontal, then we need to ask a question. So where's the vertex? Does it open left? Does it open right? We got all these questions that are unable to be answered by this equation here. So we say, all right, let's go ahead and make our attempts to convert this to a standard form. So we're going to keep the y on the left because they're squared. And then we're going to put everything else to the other side. So we're going to add the 8x over. We're going to subtract the 9 so that we have just y on the left, y squared plus 2y on the left is equal to 8x plus 9. And then we say, all right, let's go ahead and what is it? Complete the square, right? Complete the square. So what is the missing ingredient so that we can complete the square? Plus 1, okay? We're going to add 1 on both sides so that we have y plus 1 squared. And then we have 8x minus 8 on the right, and then you factor out the 8. So y plus 1 squared is equal to 8 times x minus 1, okay? So now we say, hey, can you tell the vertex right now? We say, sure, the vertex is 1 comma negative 1. Is it opening right or is it opening left? No, you're supposed to add 1 on the right. Now, I know what you're saying. I know what you're thinking. So you saw 2 things, right? So sometimes we add 1, sometimes we add 1 and subtract 1. Now, in this case, we will add 1 on both sides because of the equal. Okay. What you are thinking about is you're adding 1 on one side and then you subtract 1 on the same side. That's a difference. Okay. That's a difference. So the vertex is 1 comma negative 1. So it's right here. And you know that it's a horizontal parabola. And since the P is positive, then you know it's going to open to the right. And since you know 4p is equal to 8, so that means you know p is equal to 2. So now you've got everything ready to go. That's your directrix. And then you have your focus, which is 2 units away from the vertex. And then the endpoints will be 4 units away from the 4 units away from the focus. Okay. So, and now we can go ahead and fill out the standard form, which we got already. And then the vertex form, it's going to be solving for the one that's not squared. So we're going to solve for x. Okay, we'll solve for x. So x is equal to 1 over 8. Okay, you divide by 8, so that's why you get 1 over 8. Y plus 1 squared, and then plus 1. Okay, so you get 1 over 8 because of the division, and you get a plus 1 at the end because you have to remove the minus 1 next to the x. And then you can go ahead and fill out the rest of the information. You know it's going to open right. P is equal to 2. A is equal to 1/8. Vertex is going to be 1 comma negative 1. And the focus is 3 comma negative 1. Directrix is x equals to negative 1. Axis of symmetry is y equals to negative 1. Okay. So again, you create a nice graph. Everything is right there in front of you. And you do not need to worry too much about figuring out as long as you have your standard form ready to go. Okay, so, and I hope that after writing so many times, the standard form, it gets to, it sticks in your head. That's really the key thing. If you say, I still don't know what the standard form is, and that becomes a problem, a real problem. Okay.